Welcome to the Rick Helps Real Estate Show. We're coming in right after Thanksgiving. The numbers always get interesting to look at. A lot of dips as we get into the holiday season. This holiday's no different, but it's a little different. And I want to go over some of the numbers here with you and show you where we are going into the holiday season. If you saw my video earlier in the week, I've been telling people stay the course. If you're listed, you have nothing to gain now by taking your house off the market, putting it back on in January. And I'm going to show you a couple of reasons why. But there's some interesting things going on in our market right now. One of them is, quite honestly, take a look at our 7-day moving average here, and that is how it always falls off during a holiday week. You can see that the orange color here, or yellow, depending on your computer screen, this is new listings dropping off the map, and the black line just nosedive. That's new contracts. However, there's still a gap between the number of new listings and the number of new contracts, with new contracts winning. So that is kind of the tale of the story going into the holiday season. Then you look, and the Cromford people came out with kind of what they call, well, how do they call it here? Sub-cities, secondary cities. And we thought Maricopa was getting beat up. Look at what's happening in Casa Grande. CMI index of 37. Wow, that's pretty darn low. Arizona City, 46.1. Where are the other cities coming in? Well, again, there's Maricopa at 50.5. But notice all the green, how everything got better this last week for sellers. Well, don't let that fool you. Don't let anybody tell you that this means that the market's rebounding. Here we go. It's getting good. You can see it right now in the index. This is typical when inventory starts falling because people are taking their homes off the market. They're not putting any back on now until the first of the year, but yet sales have not dipped. Sales have been hanging in there until the chart that I just showed you. That's an anomaly. It's Thanksgiving. You didn't buy a house Thanksgiving weekend. And so this number is going to stay green for a little bit. Maybe we'll see some more red next week. And what I mean by that is that if it's green, it just means that this week was better than last week. They have a Cromford market index of 180.4 in Fountain Hills. Last week, it was 154.6. Pretty big climb up for them. We're going to start seeing some of Scottsdale, Paradise Valley start to go down a little bit in sales as we get into the holidays as well. And hard to tell with the stock market. I mean, for a while they were looking going, that stock market's not looking good. Bitcoin's not looking good. So therefore those sales will falter. Lo and behold, the stock market came roaring back. So we will watch and see what happens. You can get this in my weekly newsletter, 7 o'clock in the morning. The link is down below. I send it out at 7 in the morning. I include that chart and their commentary, all kinds of other goodies. That's all you get. Get it once a week. Here is our monthly or our average listings. They're going down. Why are they going down? Well, because they always do. It's a holiday week. I've said this over and over again. Here we go. Nothing new to report there. But buyers are stepping up. Sellers are pulling back. Mortgage applications are up double digit. Go figure. Mortgage rates gone down a little bit, not by leaps and bounds, but maybe enough to where people decide they want to go out and kick tires. Now, for sellers, if you're hanging in there, understand one thing that's a given right now. Buyers will do all they can to beat you into submission. They want everything. Can't tell you how many times I've been told, well, let's just send that offer and see what they say. Well, you're not going to like it. It's the first offer. But remember, they said, let's see what they say. Now the ball is in your court as a seller. If you just reject it, you're done. Any offer that comes to you is an open invitation to negotiate. So get with your agent. You should already know where you want to land, what you're happy with, what you're not happy with, and the two of you strategize. Well, let's go back to them with this. I've seen some silly things. People go back and they counter and they go down $1. Don't bother. Don't bother playing games like that. Just, if you really, really, really want just your asking price and only your asking price, don't list it. This is not the market for that. If you're willing to negotiate, then negotiate in good faith and say, well, look, let's offer them this. They're asking for Lord knows how much in closing costs. Let's start by maybe meeting them halfway. They want us to do a rate buy down. Let's see if we can adjust some of that. Let's pull the price up. They're way, way too low. Let's put it closer to where we would like to be. And just like they said, let's see what they come back with. It's the back and forth that gets to an eventual offer. And sometimes when you got this back and forth going on, another offer swoops in, because a good listing agent will call other people that have inquired about the house and go, hey, just to let you know, we got an offer that came in. We are in the negotiation phase. We haven't accepted an offer yet, but just wanted maybe to tell you so that you could tell your buyer if perhaps they're still interested at all. So don't kill the deal when it comes in and they're trying to beat you down with a baseball bat. That's just the market we are in. I call it the year of the buyer revenge, because remember, we were beating the tar out of buyers 2021. Here's where we're at. Listings under contract. They are higher. Let me show you in the handy dandy magnifying glass. 1, 2, 3. We are higher than the past 3 years. Not by much, but we are higher as listings under contract. Here is the big story of the year, and that is canceled contracts. Listings canceled per week. They went up 523, up from last week of 411. So they're getting closer to Thanksgiving, saying, just pull it. We've been trying to sell. Let's get rid of it. This one kind of surprised me in here, which is number of price changes per week, that I thought that last week, I expected it to that chart to come down. Nobody's going to change their price now. But I thought the 2 weeks behind us, you'd kind of see an aggressive push. Let's go ahead and lower the price now before the holidays. And they really didn't. You can see here that, we had 2,687 from a peaker of 3,000 the first week in November. But now we're down to 1,500. So price cuts are not going to show up in the market right now through the rest of the holiday season. That does not mean that they will not entertain your offer. It just means that they're just going to leave it here, wait and see how it goes through the holidays, and then readdress things in January. So it's going to be a lot of sitting on their hands. Now, Monday and Tuesday, guess what shows back up? Expired listings. Expired listings. Is it going to spike? Is it going to go back to over 1,000? It has been. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you want a zip code report, it's not on this side of the screen, like I keep pointing. It's over here today. Click on this, the data store. Tell me what you're looking for. I can give you any information you want for your zip code, even your community. Or if you just want it with your city, let me know. Here's what we're seeing here for percent of closings with seller concessions noted. And it's showing you here that we're averaging 53.4% at an average of $10,000. And that's for resale homes. We don't know what's going on with new builds. They're offering a lot of concessions they're getting towards the end of the year. Here is the months of supply kind of flattening out right now. I expect that to kind of go down a little bit, then up a little bit, and we will see what happens as we get closer to Christmas. You can tell people that you don't want them to view your home on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I mean, you can dictate that schedule. That's usually why people take their homes. I don't want any traffic during the holiday. I got company from out of town. Great. Take it off. Take it off the schedule. Don't kill the listing. In other words, tell the agent, put in the following days are not available for showing. People understand. But keep it listed while there are fewer and fewer homes out there that are your competition. That only happens in December. In January, boom, we're going to flood the market and you're going to be out there with everybody else. So that's the market that we're headed into. If you have any questions, shoot me an email at rick@rickhelps.com. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Take care.